I was gonna say 57 wins and winning you the whole conference seems like it's very low. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that actually.
but that just shows like it's very competitive.
That's true. I feel like
Yeah.
I think the bar for the best team has been lowered, but
Hmm.
everybody else is meeting that bar.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of even teams in this. But to be honest with you, when we're looking at the Eastern Conference as a whole, Shaq and Penny are easily the best duo in the conference, like
Yeah.
by
Because it
a
would be
lot.
what? Would that be Ewing and Starks? Is Starks like the second guy there for
That's what I'm
Ewing?
saying. Like
The
Pacers,
Pacers,
you got Reggie and
Smiths?
maybe you want to say Rick Smits. Uh, is Mark Jackson's on their team?
Yeah.
Like
Because
Penny's
Mark
better than
Jackson wasn't
all
like
those
that kind of
guys.
guy. Yeah.
Penny is easily is this. Do you think Penny's the best number two man in the league at this point? At 21 a game,
Could you go back? Could you go back to the?
I will. I will in a second.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, Ewing, Starks, Oakley.
Yeah.
I would take Shaq and Penny over that team. Um, the Bulls,
Yeah.
it's just really just Scotty.
Yeah. Scotty by himself this year.
Paul, I mean,
Yeah, the Bulls really got screwed with the with with that trade because it literally like took away the power shift. Like the Bulls were what third, second or third seed in the East.
yeah, with Horace, yeah.
Yeah, with Horus, and then to switch that, like you can see why they didn't do as well. Yeah,
And
I think they're the best probably 1-2 combo. And
so,
look,
yeah,
Penny's 10th. That's probably another reason why Shaq did. You know, not only because David Robinson had 5 more wins and stuff, but like I think David Robinson was also better all around. And then him not having that second guy like Shaq did.
I wanted to look at I wanted to look at all NBA because I know Penny's going to sneak in and get all NBA first team. I think next year. Oh no, it's this year. He makes all NBA first team this year over Shaq getting second team center.
That's stupid.
That's wild, is what it is. It's fucking crazy.
But I mean, it makes sense, like, but because honestly, they're not gonna put Shaq as a power forward. But it's just,
The jump that Penny takes from year one to year two is like impressive. Let me look at that. Because right, this is Penny's second year in the league.
I'm not gonna lie, Penny kind of annoyed the shit out of me in that doc
Why?
because he was like, I guess we could talk about it more during the actual series, but he was just, I felt like he was just blaming everything on Nick Anderson, like
So,
for their
oh, for their problems, but
yeah
yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But
yeah
so Penny goes from 16, five, 5.5, and 6.5 with 2.3 steals to
yeah
almost 21, 4.5, and 7 with two
yeah
steals. Gets over 50% shooting, makes over a three a game. Like
yeah.
he, this is like most improved
That's
player type shit.
yeah. But then that's also like at that point that's a superstar.
Yeah, 100%. This is what I was
Yeah
saying. Like he's easily the best second. Uh, he's easily the best number two guy in the entire Eastern Conference, maybe the whole NBA.
yeah
Like,
for sure.
and this is going to
What
be
did
the
he?
formula for winning for the rest of Shaq's career.
Yeah
Is pair him with a guy like this.
yeah.
You will have success. Right? What were you going to say?
Would you not? Wouldn't you say all big men kind of needed that though?
Yes, but
I mean, besides Hakeem, because I feel like Hakeem's championships, like wins in NBA history, came in a very weird time. If you exclude him, because I think he's more the exception than the rule.
sure.
Like, if you look at all the elite, like every, I feel like every center or power forward in the top 10, you have that with. Like
Yeah, at some point or another.
Even Duncan, like you had Tony Parker. Like Tony
Yeah,
Parker was averaging like 22 points a game in some of the seasons. Like
yeah.
it's not like he wasn't. Like I feel like you kind of need. I feel like every big man needs a guard.
I think it's just crazy how many times Shaq got this specific player though.
Yeah,
Like it's one thing to say, yeah, you need a guard. It's another thing to say, you know what would be perfect to play with Shaq? You know what would be the perfect guy? A guy who's about 6'6", 6'4" to 6'6", is athletic as fuck, can take over at any point in the game, and is unselfish.
Yeah, it was definitely like
How
a
did he
certain
find that?
mold of player.
How did he end up finding that 3 times? Like
I wouldn't say Penny played. I feel like Wade and Kobe played extremely similar. I don't think Penny played as similar to Wade and Kobe though.
Oh, I definitely would disagree with that because I would say for sure. Like, this is a Wade stat line 21, 7, and with 2 steals a game. If this was a block a game, it would be like a Wade, like, it's pretty close to a Dwayne Wade stat line from the early years. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm talking about like play style.
He was a freak athletically. What do you mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
they were comparing him more sort of like Magic Johnson.
But that's
Obviously,
because they were trying to. That all they saw was tall point guard. Like they're not looking at it from a play style standpoint. A lot of people look at Penny as the first LeBron James. I said this in a previous video, but him and Grant Hill were like the prototype for what the LeBron would come in, like the next generation of perimeter player was going to be.
Yeah.
Freak athlete, one of the first guys to really stretch the floor and be a freak athlete. Two-way dominance, right? Like Penny is.
Was he a lockdown defender?
Yeah, the guy.
I see where you're coming from. I definitely see
like,
where you're coming from.
It's crazy to me that Shaq was paired with 3 different All NBA first team guards.
Yeah,
like it's just impressive. Like, and some of it's through circumstance, some of it's through him making it happen.
Yeah. And that's it's just so interesting because like they all could have been like obviously Wade and Kobe were elite of the elite, but like technically Penny could have been that too if he didn't get his injuries and stuff.
100%. I mean, the guy's a first team All NBA player this year and the following year. He's going to be an All-Star until he gets injured. Like the guy was well on his way.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting how we get further and further away from the 90s and how Shaq's career had gone after this point. Like, he really gets forgotten about after Wade and Kobe. Yeah. And, like, the foam posits.
Yeah.
Signature. I know nothing. Look, I know a lot about basketball. I don't know shit about basketball shoes. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
But I know the foam posits are a big fucking deal.
You're going to make me go get my freaking, my foam posits that I got in the back.
They're a big fucking deal, and they were made for this motherfucker. They weren't made for anybody else. They were made for him. Yeah. Chris Rock agreed to do commercials where he was Little Penny. Like,
yeah.
He was a superstar.
Yeah, he was definitely
undoubtedly a superstar.
Yeah.
And it's just impressive to me how immediately, second year, they're the best team basically in the league. Like, it's them, the Spurs. We saw Phoenix. Like, it's just on paper, I'd take Orlando over most of those, especially when you consider what they're like. They have the best offensive rating in the league, right? 115, which is really high, especially for the era.
Yeah.
They're shooting over 50% as a team.
They're averaging 111 points a game.
This is what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
28 assists a game. That's a shit ton.
Yeah.
Like
111 points in this era is crazy.
It's really good.
Like, what's second? I need to know. Like, who was second?
This leads into my next question. If this Magic team jumped into a time machine, how far ahead could they go and be relevant? Like, make the conference finals?
How far ahead?
Yeah. For me, I'll give you an example. For me, I think this team could be relevant from a playoff standpoint, probably until before Curry. Everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, like 2013,
Yeah.
2014. Yep.
Once the 3-pointer starts going like this, that kind of hurts them. But even then, these guys could still shoot.
Yeah, like how many threes are they taking a game? They're taking 17.
They're taking 17. They're not making that many, but
yeah, but it's not that
far
off of.
You're right.
Yeah, like in the late 2010s. That's I mean in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Like that's around the range. So it's not like they'll be far. Yeah, it won't be too crazy.
So there's 3 teams at the top for points per game here, and they're all hovering around that 110 point.
Yeah.